Welcome everyone, this is Zozo Stock Watch, and here's my stock watch list for Monday and the beginning of the week. Don't forget I do a stock watch list every day and I put it out on YouTube, so please subscribe. And if you like these videos, please hit that thumbs up for YouTube. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get into the watch list for tomorrow, but just a reminder, we did have an unfortunate incident in London, the terrorist attack, and ISIS is taking responsibility for the attack. So right now these are your live futures. The Dow futures down about 7, the ES futures down about 1, the NASDAQ futures down about 4. So no major moves in the opening of the futures markets currently, holding their own. And so, you know, the market's been very strong. And so we go with our watch list and see what we can find intraday and possible swing trades. First one on my list is ACHN. And it's already had a pretty big move off the lows of $3, and now it's up here at 5 and change. And you see it's coming into the 200 SMA. I like the name. I'm trying to see if we can get a pullback in this. Maybe with the futures we'll get a slight pullback. Hopefully down to maybe that 450 area. I don't think we'll be lucky enough to get it down that far. So maybe about half of the candle, which would be about, we'll call it 470, 475, 470 area for ACHN if it happens to pull back. And just a reminder, you have the 200 SMA right above it. We did have nice volume on Friday, over 5 million shares traded in the name on ACHN. AVXL, been basing since we'll call it March, okay, and basing in this area here, and trying to break out over this tight base. If you drew your lines here, you have a horizontal channel basically, and you have a high from Friday of 625 and about 500,000 shares traded in the name. AVXL. So we're looking maybe for that break of the 625 spot on AVXL for possible continuation move, and then we have a resistance spot around the 650 area on this name, bio name. BIOS, name that got some volume on Friday, 3.2 million shares. It's up here at my 300 SMA moving average, orange line right there. And we have a high of 215. If I can get back over 216, 215 on the name, we might get a continuation move, and we might get some more volume coming in. Now just a reminder, it's pretty much come from $1.50 area all the way up to 225 area. So keep an eye on this. It's trying to fill this gap here, so we'll see if we can get any kind of continuation move. But like I said, with the futures, maybe partially down tomorrow in the morning, we may get a red to green type of move in BIOS. CCIH has been a hot stock. Let's see, we had a big pop on Thursday and another pop on Friday, but now we're up here at the 100 SMA. And if you see this little candle right here with the shadow, we did hit the 100 SMA before and fail. But this candle looks a whole lot better. All right, we have a bigger body on the candle, so we'll see if this will continue. So for CCIH, I'm looking for, we're trying to get over this 100 SMH, which is 178. So maybe that 180 area will be enough. Maybe a red to green possible tomorrow. CRIS. Also perking up on Friday, 1.6 million shares came into the name, looking for the $2 break. It is back over the 13 EMA. You see it is also back over the 10 SMA here. Nice body on this candle. So if we can take out, maybe $1.95, $2, we might get a continuation move on CRIS. CVRS is a name coming up to the 400 SMA right here. It hit it before, all right, and it failed there, and that's around that 140 spot on CVRS. It's in medical devices. It had 700,000 shares traded in the name. We had a high on the name of 131. So if you want to play this to the long side, just be aware that you have this 400 SMA up here. It had failed, and also back here it failed. And so we'll see what that wants to do. Not a favorite, volume a little light for me on that name. DVAX. This one has a nice candle turning back up above the 50 SMA, above the fast moving averages. 1.6 million on DVX, biotech name, and has a high right under that $6 level. So if we can get over 6 on Monday or Tuesday next week, we might get a continuation move in this name on DVAX. So just a reminder, we have the 200 SMA is rolled over and slanted down, sloped down, but maybe trying to fill this gap back here when it had the bad news. So keep your eye on DVAX, maybe one to watch. EKSO, trying to break that 150 spot, came up to 148. 2.7 million shares traded in EKSO, another medical instruments and supplies. So if we can get back over this $1.50, but the only thing is we have the 20 SMA, which is sloped down, and that's at on the 20 SMA $1.62. So you could get an intraday play in this. Just be aware of that 20 SMA $1.62 spot on the name. It is trying to get back over the 13 EMA. ENPH, semiconductor name, so it's in the right spot. It's below $1 stop. 800,000 shares traded. The 20 SMA is right there on this name, which is at 84 cents. But if it can get over that 84, 85 cents, maybe it'll start turning up on ENPH. Not a favorite, but something to watch for intraday. FOLD, this one over 850, and I like the chart, I like the setup, I like how it's above the 400 EMA dotted line right here, purple, and so I'm looking for that 850 break on this name. It's at 8, has an 844 high, so to me, if it can get back over 850, maybe the shorts get nervous, they start to cover, and we start getting a push up. 1.5 million shares traded. GLYC, kind of in this pennant. Here's the flag formation, right? And so if this can get back over maybe 13.25, back over this pennant formation, we'll see what this wants to do. Traded 1.6 million, has had a big pop. Now it's been consolidating, so definitely should be on your watch list for the next few days or this week. HALO. Now this name had news over the weekend, and I'll read you that news. Let's see, PEGPH20 continues to show treatment benefit in mid-stage pancreatic cancer study. So shows treatment benefit. So good words in this news release that came out on HALO. So it might be in play for tomorrow or the next couple of days on HALO. So we'll see. This came out over the weekend. 2 million shares traded Friday. It's bouncing off of my 400 SMA here. I'll watch an intraday. HIMX has had a big move, big volume coming into the name. We have like a tweezer top here. Now, if you wanted to short this, you can use that stop up above, right about $8 a share if you're so inclined to short this, because you do have this tweezer top around the $8 level. But if this does break out over 8, okay, you might get a nice continuation move in HIMX. And since it's in the semiconductor sector, I would be more inclined to try to go long this on pullbacks, maybe to about 750 spot. 744 was the low on this candle, so this one will be on watch. INFN, looking for this push up above the highs and this 300 SMA orange line. 1042 might be enough to get INFN going. So 1.5 million shares in the name. IONS, nice chart coming out of this consolidation here. We have the $50 magic number up above. We have a high Friday of 49.60. So to me, if it could clear maybe 49.75, 49.80, you might get that push up past through 50, or you could just wait for it to take out the 50 spot on IONS. But definitely one to watch, starting to curl back up. And that had 1.3 million shares traded on Friday. IRDM, we had a spot up to 1058 high, and it did hold 1050. It's starting to curl back up. It's above all the moving averages. The 200 starting to slope back up. 1 million shares traded on Friday on IRDM. Telecom services, so interesting area. Because Ciena had good earnings and that stock popped, and I'll show you CIEN real fast. This was the earnings and Ciena and how that popped. So this is one I think is one to watch, and so I like it. You know, if you can get back over the highs of 1058. All right, keep your eye on that one. IRTC, another chart I like. It's above the moving averages. Relatively new issue. Medical instrument and supplies. Healthcare has been a strong sector. 1.1 million shares. We have a high of 36.20. Looking for the 36.25 break on this. Now I don't know if that's going to happen tomorrow or the next few days or at all, but it looks like one to keep on watch. As you can see, you have like this pennant consolidation right there, and it's trying to, you know, get over that now, and then you can draw your other line this way on the name. So here's your consolidation, here's your pennant kind of pattern, trying to break out over that. So if you can get back over, you know, the highs 36.20, 36.25, I think that's one to watch. JUNO, nice pop on Friday. The biotechs were making a little bit of a comeback on Friday, and it looks like it may be trying to fill this gap area here. We have the high of Friday 26.45. We have another high a few weeks back. We'll call it, what's that, May 16th, a high of 26.60. So, you know, if this can get back over, we'll call it 26.55-ish, you might get a continuation move. 2.4 million shares came in on the name on Friday. KERX, another bio name. You know, this tweezer top right here, but you know, shorts will get nervous if we can get back over that. Right now I don't like the candles, but if we can get back over 660, maybe shorts get nervous and we start getting a move up. Now if it can't take out, you know, 660, you might want to try to short this. You can use maybe 675 as your stop on KERX. LXO also had news over the weekend. I think it was from ASCO, ASCO. That's the cancer, American Cancer and Oncology, you know, meeting. And so LOXO, the news was treatment with an experimental drug designed by Loxo Oncology to target a rare genetic flaw found across a range of cancer types demonstrated a response rate of 76%. So that was the news over the weekend. So this thing might, you know, pop. So it looks like, you know, it's been messing around with the $50 area, and you know, not much volume in the name, but it is up here near the highs. And with that news, we might get some movement in LOXO. So keep that one on watch if you play the bigger names. Myogen, MYGN. And this one, and this is Myriad Genetics, okay, MYGN. Sorry if I misspoke there on the name. You know, looking to take out this 21 spot. Now it closed at 2070. If you want to try it a little bit earlier, maybe over 2085 for possible 21 break, or just wait for the 21 break. 1 million shares traded on Friday in MYGN. Next one up is NK, small one. Looking for it to take out this 100 SMA. You see it had some issues here though. The 100 SMA is at 423, so maybe over 425 it gets some continuation on the move over that 100 SMA. NKTR, nice turn back up here. $20 stock, 2051, and has a high of 2061, so maybe 2065 be enough to get this one going. 1.5 million shares, bio stock. Like I said, the bios were doing good last week. Maybe we get some continuation in the IBB or the XBI, so we'll have to see how it plays out with this terrorist attack and whatnot. Let's see, PPHM, small name, under $1. You know, big pop, 2 million shares. Might keep this one on watch. If you guys like to play under $1 stocks, has a high of 63 cents. So we're looking for it to get back over that high of 63 cents on this PPHM. 2 million shares traded. SHOR, another communication equipment stock. Maybe this popped in relation to Ciena, CIEN, that I showed you. 1.2 million shares, trying to get back over 625. We have the 100 SMA right above, so just keep that in mind. So, you know, not a favorite chart, but, you know, could get interesting because it's in the right space and that big volume. If you can get back over, you know, 625, 630, maybe this one gives you a continuation move. SYN, nice pop, 4.3 million shares traded in the name, under $1 name. Looking for that 75-cent break on the name, and then you have the 150 dotted line SMA right here, but you know, not many people keep that on their charts. So we'll see if this wants to turn up. It's above the fast moving averages. It's above the 50 SMA here. We're starting to get the 20 crossing above the 50 SMA on SYN. UAA, maybe this continues to follow. Lulu, we had mentioned this one on a previous video. You see there's the gap drop here, so maybe we're going to try to get a reversal and some momentum in the name. We have a high of 2030, 4 million shares traded on Friday. It's above this congestion now. So if this can get back over that 2030 spot, you know, shorts might get nervous. And if you don't like UAA, you want to play UA instead. I guess if this can get back over like 1880, 1885, you might get that $19 break on that name. WIX, WIX. So you have you see it's been holding this 50 SMA. We spoke about this one in a previous video. So here they are. They came in again, holding this, you know, 50 SMA on WIX. So we'll see if this can take out the highs. Might want to wait for it to break out. The high was 76.80. Might want to wait for it to take out 77 and see if it can push up through on the name of WIX. So it's been pretty, you know, strong and steady. So I think people, you know, might be wanting to get in that one. You see GoDaddy is back at the highs also. Similar business, and GoDaddy has a high of 42.18. So if this can break back over, you know, 42.18, you might get a continuation. One last one I don't have on my list, but I have it on another list here, is MOMO. And you see it's been holding the 50 SMA here. So if this can get back over, you know, I guess around 39-ish, maybe even wait for the $40 break, but this thing can move very fast, so keep your eye on Momo. Maybe it's going to start bouncing off of this 50 SMA again. Looks like bears, you know, can't break it down, and the bulls might start, you know, moving this back up. Traded 4.6 million shares. So guys, that's my watch list for, you know, Monday, Tuesday, whatever. Whenever they happen, you can keep some of them on watch, some may be duds, but I think it's a pretty good watch list to start out the week. Like I said, I put out watch lists every day, so if you don't like these, there'll be another batch coming out. So this has been Zozo Stock Watch. Thank you everyone for listening. Have a very nice rest of your Sunday night, and we'll be at it Monday. And thank you very much for watching the videos. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the nice comments. And if you're new to the videos, hit that follow button and hit that like button. Thank you very much from Zozo Trader, and have a great day.